the recording start. Okay.
Sir, it started recording.
So is Jyoti Priya here? No, she's not here. Okay. It started recording now. Do you see the recording red button on the left top of your screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So until you see this button, even if I say you enter your attendance, you wait till this button comes, then start entering. Okay. So this is a picture of. Do you see this picture?
Yes, sir.
Pyramid.
Yes, sir.
So what is this picture of?
Pyramid.
Egyptian pyramids.
Yeah, these are the pyramids at a place called Giza in Egypt. Okay. Does anybody know anything interesting facts about these pyramids?
This is one of the wonder of the world, sir.
This is one of the wonders of the world. Okay. How many wonders of the world are there?
7.
Okay. Sorry, I forgot to mention something else. Right now, I cannot see any of you. I can only see my screen. So what I want you to do is we'll follow another protocol, which is whenever you're responding, you unmute your mic. Whenever you're stopped responding, you shut your mic down. That I've already told you. What I want to tell you is that you first mention your name and then you say what you're saying. You say, sir, Nimisha here. This is my point. You know what I mean? Or what is this a picture of? Sir, Abhay here. These are the pyramids of Giza in Egypt. Okay. Then because I'm keeping track of the responses that you're giving, who's saying something good, who's saying something which has to be corrected. Okay, so who told us that this is one of the wonders of the world?
So me, sir, Yatish Tiwari.
Yeah, so don't say me, I don't know who me is. So Atish Tiwari, okay. So how many wonders of the world are there?
So 7 wonders of
7.
the world.
Okay, so this is one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Okay. Any other interesting facts you know about the pyramids?
Sir, this is Ritvik.
Yes.
So yes, so the Egyptian pyramids are the proof of management. Like it was proof for first civilization, in 4000 BCE. That is approximately 6,000 to 5,000 years from now.
Represents the architecture at that time.
Name.
Revati.
Okay, Revati. The rest of you have to mute your mic, otherwise there's disturbance. Revati, go ahead. Revati, go ahead. Unmute your mic.
Yes, it represents the architecture, ancient architecture at that time.
Okay. Any other interesting facts, some amazing facts that anybody else knows about the pyramids?
Yes, sir. I'm Rahul, sir.
Rahul?
I'm Rahul Krishna, sir. Yeah, the Egyptians believe that they believe in afterlife, sir. So, for the religious purposes, they build this kind of pyramids.
What are these pyramids basically? What structures are they?
Conical.
No, not the shape. What is the purpose of them?
Sir, Dhruv here.
Yes, Dhruv.
Sir, it is for the. It acts like a tomb.
It's a tomb. They're tombs essentially.
Yes.
And how do they store?
I mean,
How do they store the bodies in the tomb?
Sir, they in the form of mummy. I mean,
By mummifying them.
Again, you're not name. Then say what you're saying.
Sir, Dhruv.
Assuming that Dhruv is still talking.
Yes, sir.
So mummies.
Sir,
Yes.
store it in the form of a mummy. Like they tie the body all over.
They don't
With the
tie it.
Yeah.
They embalm it. They basically use cloth to hold it together.
Yes, sir.
Cloth that
So this is Rahul Reddy, sir.
Yes, Rahul.
Sorry, Abhinav.
Please mute your mics if you're not speaking. I can hear everything that's happening at home.
Aman here.
Yes, Aman.
So pyramids were built for religious purposes, sir. Like when the physical body expired, the person, the purpose was to say that the person enjoyed
Right.
eternal life. That's why pyramids were
So are we
built.
talking about persons who are mummified in the tomb?
Sir, Samskriti here.
Use
Most of
mute your mics if you're not using them. As soon as you finish speaking, mute them. You see, in any conference, there's a habit that you'll have to get into. Put on the mic. This is me speaking. Say what you're saying. Switch off the mic. Go ahead. Who? Sorry, I missed the name.
Samskriti.
Yes, Sanskriti.
Most tombs were built for pharaohs. sir.
Pharaohs. That's right. Pharaohs were.
Pharaohs
Who were
were they were like the people with the superior position in Egypt.
They were the kings,
Yeah, the kings.
not superior position. They were not governors or prime ministers. So Egyptian kings were mummified in tombs, and like you're correctly saying, because they believed in the afterlife, and they mummified them because the physical body had expired. And when I don't exactly know whether they expect them to come back to life and then take the same physical body on. I forget because it's a long time ago. Anybody who can remind us what's the idea of mummifying those bodies?
Sir, this is Ritvik
Yes.
again.
To preserve the body as long as possible, sir. Already.
Yeah, but the soul has already left the body. So
Sir,
only
this
the
is
body is
Ritvik.
Yes, sir. They believe that the body they have now will be presented to them in the afterlife. So they have to preserve that.
okay. So this is the purpose of why the pyramids of Egypt were built. Do you know anything interesting about the pyramids themselves, the structures?
Sir Abhinav.
Yes, Abhinav.
Sir, particularly the Pyramid of Giza was considered as one of the tallest man-made structures back then.
Okay. Okay. The tallest man-made structure on Earth. All right. On Earth, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. Anything else?
Sir, this is Yatish.
Hmm.
According to November 2008, there were 138 pyramids located in Egypt, sir.
Isn't it? There's a lot of pyramids. And therefore, I'm asking, what is special or what interesting fact do you know? Because if you know it, then I don't need to tell you about the pyramids of Giza in Egypt.
Sir, it's Pragna. The pyramids don't have any openings. It is
Okay.
totally closed.
Mm-hmm.
The structure of the pyramid is like
Okay. All the pyramids or just this particular pyramid?
the particular till I know it's a particular all the pyramids are like that.
Yeah, obviously you can't have people entering and leaving a tomb every now and then, isn't it? That would be disrespectful for normal people. Forget about kings. So they're tombs, yes. So there's probably no entrance in there. They were secret entrance, perhaps, but
Sir Abhinav,
that's not a special aspect of these particular Giza pyramids. Yes.
Sir, one more reason for it to be that tall, and they were in a shape of a staircase, and they believed that the bodies would reach heaven by climbing those stairs.
Sure, great, nice point. But
Sir,
this is about all the pyramids in Egypt. I'm asking you any interesting fact about the particular Giza pyramids in Egypt. Yes.
Sir, this is Ritvik. So the Giza pyramid is the tallest. Like they built the tall structure, believing that they usually, like Egyptians believed that the solar deities, like the sun and other solar system deities, would take their bodies to heaven and make the same soul back return to the same body as you asked in the previous question. They believed that the sun was the carrier of their souls to same body again. So that is the reason they used to build them in that tall way.
Okay. Fine. So let me introduce to you the special wonder of the pyramids of Giza in Egypt. Okay. Do you read it here?
Yes, sir.
That's the wonder of the pyramids of Giza. They're at the exact center of the Earth's landmass. And some astronomical observations have been made that tell us that the pyramids were mapped in accordance with the Orion constellation. Do you find that amazing?
Yes, sir.
This is one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, at a time when probably people were not all that educated, at a time when mathematics, we don't know how advanced it was, astronomy, how advanced it was. But this is what they were able to do. How do you think they were able to construct something like this?
So some people believe that it is built by aliens.
Protocol.
Rahul Reddy.
Yes, already.
Yeah, some people believe that it is built by aliens.
Isn't it? So it's so amazing. At a time when people were not educated, they can't even believe that we could have done it. So therefore, they come up with this theory that maybe an advanced civilization like the aliens did it. Isn't it? We're probably thinking aliens did it because we can't believe that we could have done it.
Sir,
How?
this is Ritwik.
Yes, Ritwik.
Yeah, even Mesopotamian civilization near the Greece and other like ancient Rome also had similar kind of structures. Like they also used astronomy and stars. It was believed that the like Egyptians shared ideas among these civilizations, and they used, as you said, they used the astronomical calculations like Pleiades and Orion and all constellations, and marking the landmarks and building it with the help of labor. They used to hire labor from Rome and Greek especially because according to their belief, it was like they were one of the strongest people on the earth at that time.
So even if we believe that their mathematical abilities and their knowledge of astronomy was much more advanced than we give them credence for, how did they go about, like you're saying, even if you're strong, you're making something like the tallest structure on Earth? And this is not a particularly easy shape to construct, right? And then there are no entrances, which probably means that I don't know if they even knew how to go vertically upwards. And they have to carry those stones vertically upward. They have to place them, and then there is a particular structure that they have to develop for it. Do you find that interesting, and can you guess how they might have gone about doing something like that? Even if you're the strongest, this is not just a structure made by strong people, right? This looks like a structure that's made with a lot of intelligence.
Sir, Ritwik again. Sir, I think they used elephants because similar kind of structures were built around the world using elephants. Like they, and as you said, while going vertically upwards, they built like an a similar sand or mud structure that can go vertically upwards to that position, and they took all the bricks and required materials carried through with the help of elephants.
Elephants to bring it to the site, and going
Yes, sir.
vertically upwards, how did they do it? They used mud structures.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Even if you consider they did something like that, do you think this is something that is easy for people to construct, even now, even today?
No, sir.
Can we do something like this today?
Sir, Aman here. No, sir. We can't construct anything which lasts for this long.
Not only can we not construct something that lasts for this long, that's another amazing thing. A lot of the ancient monuments are still standing, which is amazing. Whereas many of our so-called technologically advanced apartment buildings, they fall at the drop of a hat. So if we speak purely in terms of technology and don't bring in politics and corruption into place, we consider ourselves technologically advanced. We consider ourselves God today, but we are not able to do something that man was able to do yesterday. So even if you assume that corruption then must have been much more higher than now. Politics was rampant in those days. So if those factors are equal, how are they able to do something like this then, and we're not able to do something like this today? So in any event, you will agree that this is an endeavor which is of enormous complexity. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So none of us were present then. Maybe we were not pharaohs. We didn't get mummified, so we don't know how they went about doing this. But how about something like this? What is this?
Sir, Dhruv here.
Yes, Dhruv.
Burj Khalifa.
The Burj Khalifa.
There's a picture of the Burj Khalifa. Where is it?
Dubai, sir.
In Dubai. Okay, well, Dubai is where?
Middle East.
Sorry?
Middle
UAE.
East, sir. Rahul.
That's in Saudi Arabia. And what kind of a place is it?
It's a desert, sir.
It's a desert. Okay. Sorry?
It's a
It's a
desert.
Mediterranean area, sir.
Sorry? Mediterranean. Yeah. Okay. So it's in the Dubai is a desert, and we are building. What interesting facts do you know about the Burj Khalifa? Is it one of the wonders of the modern world?
Yes, sir.
No, not in your opinion.
No,
Is
sir.
it cataloged as one of the wonders of the modern world?
No, sir.
Rahul, yes, sir. No.
So what's so special about this?
It's the tallest man-made
That's the
structure.
tallest building in the world.
Tallest
It's a
man-made
tourist spot.
in the world, right?
Yeah.
But it's a skyscraper. It's a very ordinary type of building. The only speciality is that it's tall, the tallest.
Sir, Yatish, sir. The speciality of Burj Khalifa is like the surface down, like the sand. It is only sand in Dubai. So the surface there doesn't hold this tall building so hard, sir. It is highly impossible to build. But the engineers there, the civil engineers helped it as they dug round tunnels inside the land, and then they built this skyscraper on it, sir. Otherwise,
Okay.
it was highly impossible to build such a big skyscraper on
Why
that
is it
muddy land.
impossible? Just because the foundation
Sir,
is
because
sand. Why is it impossible?
Sir, because sand, due to wind, the land is quite moving now, sir. Due to air, the sand would fly away. So that is why the land wouldn't be stable to build any monument. So, in fact, in every building, a few rods are dug in, which goes to the bedrock of the land, sir, the core of the land, from where they start building the monument, sir.
Okay.
Otherwise,
So do you see the buildings behind the Burj Khalifa on this slide?
yes, sir.
Are they normal buildings?
But sir, the normal buildings still have
No, are they normal
those
buildings?
roads. No, sir. They are also
They're
not
also
normal.
skyscrapers, right?
Yes, sir.
So those skyscrapers also would have faced the same problem, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, but maybe the very same complexity with respect to the foundation and being able to hold this structure was more severe for this particular building.
Yes, sir. And that too, sir, the pyramids of Giza was also like that, sir. They
Okay.
have
It's also in a desert.
three chambers downstairs, which the first chamber is in the bedrock of the core of Earth, where the queens and others pyramids were unfinished yet, and above them it was the kings, and I don't know the next one, sir. There are three chambers downstairs.
Okay. Yes. So both these pyramids and Burj Khalifa are in a desert. Both have a soil which probably is not amenable to holding tall structures, and in both places they are constructing one of the tallest buildings of that particular period in which they were constructed. I'm glad you see the commonalities. But since we are running out of time, very quickly, a lot of complexities with building a structure like the Burj Khalifa, even though many of those difficulties would be there for all the skyscrapers in Dubai. Particularly for the Burj Khalifa, the higher up you go, wind, heat, fire escapes, water, sewerage, terrorism, all of these become issues which they have to deal with apart from the soil, which Dhruv has pointed out. Fair enough? So as complex as the pyramids, perhaps, what kind of people and how do you think they went about building a building like this is something that I wanted to think about. Is it different from the kind of people that they used to build this? Could the people who constructed this do something like this? While we are thinking about it, very quickly, because we've taken a lot of time in setting up this session and because I want to cover some amount of ground so that tomorrow when we come back, we start talking about a little bit more advanced concepts with respect to this. And for that, I want you to go away, think about it and come back and tell me. Suppose I told you what is happening in this slide?
Baking?
Cake, sir. This lady is baking a cake. Again, you lost protocol. Name and then baking. So this lady is baking a cake. Okay. Maybe she's doing the finishing touches of that cake. And if I tell you that there is something common between this, and this, can you tell me what it is?
Starting from the ground.
They all start from the ground. So since I showed you this, and then I showed you this, and then I showed you this, the cake looks like a building to you? Pyramidal cake? Yeah, all of them start from the foundation, fine. Do you see she's making the icing on the cake. Do you see the icing on the pyramid? There's icing on the pyramid.
Sir Abhinav, is it something to do with the presentation of the entire thing?
The presentation, what is that something you're thinking?
Starting all the way from the bottom and reaching the top, like
the shape, you mean?
Basically, the base has to hold on for every concept here.
Okay. No, don't ask me. You tell me. There is something common to the construction of or baking of a cake, the construction and the baking, or the construction. Actually, it's getting baked, but construction of the Burj Khalifa and the construction of the pyramids. And there are certain types of people who would have done things in a particular way to construct this. There are certain types of people who would have done things in a particular way to construct this. There are, in this case, maybe there's just one person, but sometimes even something as simple as a cake like this, it might require multiple people to do things in a particular way. What is common to these three constructions or these three structures? I'm not actually talking structures. What's common to the construction of this, the construction of this, and the construction of this?
Sir, Aman, is it about finishing, sir?
Is it about?
Finishing.
I don't know. You tell me. What do you see is similar to these things?
Sir, this is Ritvik.
Icing of the cake is done for the finishing, sir. Like
no, maybe this is a bad picture that I gave you. This is not icing. This is baking of the cake. So baking of the cake, construction of the Burj Khalifa, construction of the pyramids. What do you see in common?
So this is Rahul. They are all working to make something.
They're all working to
do or make something.
Sure. So, but what is common to what they are making?
Sir, Sanjay here.
Yes.
Sir, they all the three have strong bases.
All of them have strong bases. We already said that. Anything else?
Sir, this is
I can't hear you. I can't hear you in the mic. It's echoing. I can't hear what you're saying. Okay, we're running out of time, so I'll give you a hint. It is the manner in which this is made, the manner in which these are made, that is common. Can you tell me tomorrow what is common to the way these things are done? It's not.
Sir, this is Nimish, sir. Under heat.
Sorry.
Under heat, sir.
Under heat. Okay. So yeah, maybe. But think. Throw out as many thoughts as possible.
Sir, Yatish, sir.
Yes.
Sir, the structure down at the bottom is wide, whereas it coming up.
Okay, we've said this multiple times. Yeah, it is not just a foundation is wide and then the top is a peak. It's not just as small issues like that. Conceptually, listen, we are running out of time. Conceptually, in entire, excuse me,
Sir.
we are running out of time. Enter your enrollment. Because that mic. We run out of time. Enter your enrollment numbers in the chat box now. So when you come back tomorrow, the entire manner in which these are made, they are similar. That's the hint. Okay, it's not just the structural similarity. Switch that mic off, man. We're running out of time. Why don't you understand?
Sir, maybe because of the stages and layers.
I'm not taking any more
Stages.
responses, ma'am. We have got to move on. Our class is over. Enter enrollment numbers in the chat box. Just listen to me. We'll take this discussion tomorrow. Yeah, they don't understand English or what? Switch that mic off. No more responses. Our time is up. Enter your enrollment numbers in the chat box. That's it. Just listen to me so that we will be in a position to take this discussion tomorrow forward. It's not just the shape or the structure of those three different output, let's call it. The way in which it is done, there is something in common across them. So think about that. And if you can throw in as many ideas as possible, write it down, look at it, think about it. It's a conceptual answer. It's not an easy, simple, structural, physical thing. Okay, so think about it. What's involved? What kind of people would do it? How it is done? What kind of a cake is this? This is a personalized cake, right? So this is a personalized cake, special type of cake. This is a special type of building. There's a special type of structure. We called it the wonder of the world. We called it the tallest building in the world. We're calling it a personalized cake. You think about how they are making this output and think about what's common to that. If you want to go ahead and read about it and you come back tomorrow. Have you entered your attendance in there? In the chat box? All of you done? Shall I start collecting? Are we done? Anybody left? So I'm going to see what I'm going to do. I'm collecting all this into an Excel sheet, which will store your attendance. And I will enter the attendance according to this sheet. Okay. So I'm going to stop recording now.